Well, as we all know, this past Tuesday was a complete blowout of the Republican Party. Total MAGA defeat. Total MAGA defeat. And big reason for for that being the case. Young women voting quite heavily for all the fucking Democratic representatives. This would be Mikey Sherrill, so that was the governor position. Spamberger, also the governor position, of course, Mayor Zohran Mamdani. Mayor-elect Zohran Mamdani. And, whew, 80% of young women. Goddamn. Fellas, unfortunately...
The American people are tired of women.
So true. Thank you, Bernie. It turns out that if you don't want to fucking scare the hoes, you don't be a conservative. And I mean, this is broadly a trend that's been happening more and more and more with like a lot of like dating profiles and shit like that, where if people say that they are like a Joe Rogan listener or like a like they like Andrew Tate and all this like manosphere stuff, and they're like practice like openly like right-wing fucking politics, it's a complete turnoff, and it just scares off all the fucking hoes, because it turns out that if you directly advocate and believe in the people who are quite literally believe in repealing the fucking 19th Amendment, and trust me, well, we'll get to this fucking dude, okay? We'll get to this guy, because this has been making the fucking rounds, okay? Like, if you are directly advocating for the revocation of women's civil rights, it turns out they don't really like that. Shocker. It turns out the bare minimum now of people's expectations are don't be a fucking weirdo. Don't be a fascistic little fucking freak. Just be fucking normal. And then, who knows? Maybe you'll strike it rich. Who really fucking knows? Of course, also the Democrats also are doing better with young men. I mean, this is like a general sort of trend. A lot of Gen Zers that voted for Trump, a lot of young people that did vote for Trump, leaving him in droves, because it turns out he's a liar and actually did not believe in any of the stuff that he was pretending to campaign for. And a lot of people are just not happy with the actions of the Trump administration. All of the deportations of people, they don't like that. The actions with Israel-Palestine, they don't fucking like that. The fact that the job market and that the tariffs are a complete fucking disaster, don't like that either, especially considering the fact that it is harder than ever for Gen Zers to be able to even get a fucking job. Trust me, I should know that all that well. I'm pretty much on the fucking cusp, and I still don't have a fucking job, and it's been about a year and a month. Very, very fucking cool. So, like, what else are you really supposed to say? I mean, it makes perfect sense that a lot of people, especially young people, really do not like fucking conservative sort of candidates. But what are the conservatives saying instead? They're saying repeal the fucking 19th. Now, where have we seen this before? That one stupid Pete Hegseth pastor dipshit who advocated for the repeal of the 19th Amendment and restoring household votes, specifically for men to be the only people who vote within the fucking household of Americans, essentially depriving women of their fucking rights. Now, this clip has been making the rounds. It's obviously fucking stupid. All these, like, stupid, dumb fucking supposed patriots want to destroy the fucking Constitution, that sacred fucking document that they say can never fucking change whatsoever. Nonsensical. Never said by the founding fathers that it was always supposed to be meant to be a document for change and for adding differing things on it. But I digress. All these people are charlatans, and they like and they'll like the sort of positions within the Constitution when it's convenient for them, and they'll dislike it when it's convenient for them. It's all politics for these people in the end. They're all liars. Are now all saying that the 19th Amendment now needs to be repealed, simply just due to the fact that women didn't vote the way that they wanted. Because guess what? And it's not just women. Everyone voted the way that they did not want, but they want to put the blame specifically on women, because instead of reflecting inward and talking about, like, well, what did we do wrong, and sort of our positions. Now, obviously, that can't be the case. Everyone likes our positions. We're actually incredibly fucking popular because these people are in a fucking cult. They believe in tautological fucking statements. So, there's no like point in like trying to argue or debate with these people. Doesn't fucking matter. They believe in fucking nothing. They're all charlatans. They're all grifters. Just like, I don't know, this Dale Partridge individual who's probably also a fucking complete charlatan and grifter.
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
Thank you, Senator Armstrong. Very cool. But yeah, like, they're all charlatans. They're all freaks. It doesn't matter. Like, they're all fucking morons who don't believe in anything. And so instead of reflecting inward and talking about why the Republican Party might be rather unpopular right now, they prefer to just blame women instead and just repeal the 19th Amendment. What do we have here?
That women can vote in America? I don't think so, and here's why. Nearly every legalized moral atrocity of the last 100 years was made possible by the
moral atrocity. Oh man, we are coming in hot with the rather loaded fucking language.
Female vote. Abortion and homosexuality would likely still be illegal if not for the female vote. Mass immigration.
He's not wrong there, actually. 1000%. More than like, maybe. I'd have to look at the fucking demographic breakdowns on that. Probably, yeah. If women can vote, yeah, probably. I can probably say that. I mean, honestly, this is just making men look way, way, way worse. Honestly, like, I think that the Republican Party should keep advocating for these fucking positions because it's definitely going to play really well politically for them.
In the welfare state rode on the backs of the female vote. Nearly every modern Democrat, including Obama and Biden, were elected because of the female vote. Even last night, the new Muslim New York City mayor Mamdani won specifically because...
Did he misspell Mamdani wrong? Yeah, he did. It's Mamdani, M-A-M-D-A-N-I. He fucking switched two of the letters. Oh, okay, nice meme.
Mayor Mamdani won specifically because of the female vote.
There is I just want to comment on that real quick. This is a concept that was been outlined by Ta-Nehisi Coates, and it's a position that I 1000% agree with. It is not mispronunciation, it's dispronunciation. And I want to take that term more and more. I think it's a great fucking term, to be honest. Essentially, the idea that where it gets to a certain point where people are pronouncing people's names wrong so many times, where it's not an accident at a certain point. It is a sort of a disrespect, right? Yeah, you don't walk like us, you don't talk like us, you don't look like us, you are the enemy within. Exactly, Zane. 1000% correct. It's a disrespect, which is why it's called dispronunciation. Listen, I just want to comment on that because I do like a lot of the stuff that Ta-Nehisi Coates says.
The 19th Amendment has been a moral and political tragedy for America, but why? Women were not made to lead, but to follow and to feel.
Yeah, like, I don't know. There's nothing really to debunk here inherently because it's all the exact same manosphere fucking, like, 3 IQ bullshit. It's all just the same snooze, boring-ass fucking bullshit that's been constantly fucking pushed, which I find really funny because a lot of the far-right parties within Europe and in Japan are all being led by women, which is really so like, are they capable of leading in your mind a Dale? Like, should they be in positions of power? I mean, if we're being consistent with our positions here, what Sanai Takaichi and like the stupid Y mom leader of the AFD and also Giorgia Meloni, they should be barefoot and fucking pregnant within their sort of within their houses and just cooking for their fucking husbands. Like, well, what happened? Because they're supposed to only follow and feel. They're not supposed to lead. What happened there? Something tells me that this dude might be rather hypocritical about that.
This is God's design, and it's good within the family and the household.
Boy meets Minnie. I need our resident fucking Christian here. Where in fucking the Old Testament does it ever say that women are only made to follow and fucking what is it? Follow and feel or some shit? Wait, where does it fucking say that? I need the resident Christian in chat. I don't know if our resident Christian is in chat right now. It is kind of late, but yeah. Again, no one. We live in reality. We don't live in a theocracy. You live in a secular country, as the founding fathers fucking intended. Not in a fucking theocracy. Like it's just nonsensical. So, which is why this shit's fucking incredibly stupid.
But emotions cannot be what is used to rule and govern a nation. Statistically and generally speaking, women vote for whatever feels most kind or peaceful or safe to their emotions.
Wait, then how can you explain how Republican women vote then? Are they just voting that way because of their fucking husband, or just because they feel that that is the correct position? What about you? Because you are voting based on how you fucking feel. You don't vote based off of fucking facts or anything like that. It is a fact that abortion is fucking popular. Even amongst the entirety of the U.S. fucking electorate. It's just not popular amongst, well, only your fucking demographic, and that's Gen X, like, divorced fucking dads. Like, that's about it. Otherwise, it's a popular fucking position. It's very, very fucking strange. Well, let's talk about God's design: more emotional intelligence, higher IQs, and growing, statistically more likely to graduate college, etc. Yeah, 1000% there, Zane. But I mean, it's just like, I mean, that's just mostly like a fucking failing of the U.S. economy. But that's a whole fucking different topic, in of itself. But yeah, like, you vote based off of how you feel. You're expressing your own sort of like emotional sort of stipulations right now. Like, because this is not borne out in any facts. God's design is fucking stupid. Not everyone's going to agree with fucking God's design. Why should everyone else have to fucking agree with that? Why should tens of millions of people have to fucking agree with that? Because they're not going to fucking agree with that. Because they're going to be like, well, that's fucking bullshit, because God isn't fucking real, and we live in a secular country, as was always intended by the fucking founding fathers. You just want a fucking theocracy. That's it.
Crave security and comfort, and whoever promises those things wins their loyalty. The problem is evil men know this, and they exploit it. For example, women are twice as likely to men to be...
Wait, I'm okay, hold on. I'm a little fucking curious then. Like, then how do you explain philanderers like fucking Andrew Tate? He promised fucking security for all the women that he fucking sexually trafficked. Well, how do you square that fucking circle? Well, he'd be okay with that in reality.
Seduced into an affair. They are 26% more likely to be financially scammed online. They are 3 times more likely to fall prey to psychics and tarot card readings and astrology and mediums. The same emotional vulnerability that shows up there also shows up in politics.
Why the fuck does any of this matter? And most of the people who fall for fucking scams tend to be old people, you fucking dumbass. And it's a larger proportion is going to be older women. We're talking about fucking young women here, you stupid dumbass. So, okay, bro. Nice meme. Religious perspective. Humans have a very limited hierarchical perspective on what God's design is. The scripture says we can never fully know what God wants up front. It is a matter of continuous faith. Oh, so what you're telling me, Boy Meets Smitty, is that he's essentially trying to use scripture in order to push his own fucking political fucking agenda. And that's purely what it is with these stupid fucking evangelicals. Who would have thought?
They call it suicidal empathy. So I believe that we should return to the household vote, where women share their thoughts with their fathers or their husbands, and the men in their life make the final decision.
What if they're a single mother? What if they don't have a dad in the house? What do you do? What if there's no father? What if there is no father living in the house? Do you see how fucking stupid this shit is? Like, the bureaucratic sort of mess that you'd have to justify in order to fucking have this, like, schizophrenic belief, which I totally think that these motherfuckers should keep running on, because it's going to be very, very popular for them, politically speaking. Like, again, they didn't even perform well with fucking young men all that much, so they should keep doing this over and over and over again. It's going to play really, really well to the youth. Like, what are you talking about? How would you administer this? How would you do that? It's completely nonsense. Oh, 1000% there, Zane. Yeah, I would make a bet this guy has probably had affairs or multiple wives or probably divorces. So, like, and also, like, all these motherfuckers have always been philanderers We all know about when there's conservative conferences that happen, the spiking grinder fucking usage. These people are fucking all degenerates. Like, they don't give a shit about any of this stuff. They don't care about their sort of, like, continuous faith and piety in belief in this evangelical, like, cult-like behavior. Nah, it's all a bunch of fucking gobbledygook bullshit. Like, it's all just a fucking political play for these people.
Are not perfect, but they are far more fit to rule with logic, and they are less likely to be deceived in political matters. So,
are you putting up a fucking image of the Proud Soys? Buddy, that's not the fucking own that you think it is. Like, nobody likes those guys. Nice meme.
I don't believe that we should repeal the 19th Amendment because I don't love women. I believe we should repeal the 19th Amendment because I love America, and I love American women enough to protect them and our nation from their political exploitation.
So you love women because you think that they're not able to fucking make decisions for themselves. It's actually fucking stupid. Yeah, this is pure projection of his own degeneracy and fucking inadequacy on women instead. Like, dog, just believe in positions that are popular and that do not advocate for conservative positions. Like, again, it's just a shifting of the blame with these people. They're just mad about the fact that, well, young people don't fucking like the Republican Party because they do a lot of incredibly fucking unpopular shit. Donald Trump, again, is underwater on every fucking issue. Even crime, he's underwater. His policies are just not fucking popular. And, you know, I just gotta say this real quick. This lady here, she voted for Zohran Mamdani, another dumbass lady, saying repeal the 19th. These people are wholeheartedly incapable of taking blame for anything whatsoever and would rather just shift the blame on anyone else who just disagrees with them. She's literally just, you know, I'm just going to keep voting for the leopards that eat my fucking face, and then eventually just be shocked that the leopards start eating my face. By the way, famous example, Lauren Southern married an alt-right husband, believed in extremely far-right conservative fucking politics for the latter part of about a decade, and what ended up happening to her, and she wrote about this, she felt fucking miserable. Absolutely fucking miserable. Because she was the one who was more popular, more prominent in comparison to the fucking goddamn husband, and she was upset about the fact that a lot of her fucking goddamn prominence just got fucking destroyed for no fucking reason. Yeah, she also did get abused by the fucking tape bros. Exactly, there, Boy Meets Minnie. That's what it is. It turns out women actually like having the ability to have participation within society. And you just want to fucking take that away because you're just mad about the fact that your fucking dudes got absolutely blown the fuck out. Blown the fuck out in recent fucking elections. So again, keep fucking huffing that copium and advocating for positions that are ultimately going to be very unpopular and making you more and more irrelevant as a political force in the coming future. I don't think there's really much else to say besides you should keep advocating for these positions, Republicans. It's going to totally play great for you guys.